we are up here in Johns Mountain in the Chattahoochee National Forest, and we are about to do the Pinhoti Trail, and it's about, so how many miles, Chad? 5 miles, but almost 1,000 feet in elevation. So let's see how this goes. You know, just a little bit ago, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna need these walking sticks. Okay, this is straight up, it feels like. Straight up. You can hear some water. There's a tiny stream over there. Creek. Me and Chad go back and forth. Creek, stream, river. But branch. So many names, so many names. Straight up is what we're going. Let's just say I feel this in my legs. Definitely. So if you're wondering, how's it going? Yeah. We're having to take a break because we are huffing and puffing up the side of this mountain. And as I look this way at where we're headed, it's like a, how shall I say this? A long ways up. Just to kind of let you know where we're at. We're half a mile in. This is our second break. This might be the hardest trail we've done. This, I mean, 2026. I feel like you say that every week. I did not say that last week. Just sitting here taking in the brown and the fog. Oxygen. I'm sitting here taking in the bare trees. Chad says he's taking in the oxygen. You ready to get back at it? Yep. Oh, I'm telling you, the view better be postcard worthy. That's all I have to say. Chad said if I'm hiking with him the whole way, it's postcard worthy. He's the view. Please, somebody save me. So we can hear the waterfalls. This part of the trail's got all this moss that I love to see. The rocks are a little bit prettier up here. I'm seeing some of that mountain laurel that I am dying to see it in the springtime, because this summer, last summer, we went and visited Katie and Chen up in New Hampshire and went through some parks. Ooh, look at that. Shenandoah Park. And it was just, of course, it was July when we went, but it was just lit up everywhere. It was so beautiful. So I am so hoping that's what we see in our own backyard this year. So we shall keep an eye on that. Like there's some, last week I did see some that had just a little bit of a bloom on it. So if you're wondering how, is it still steep? That'd be a yes. You missed break number 3, but we're still at it. Yeah, we had to wait for people, Chad said. So that is kind of good up here. We have seen some people, not too many, but not totally desolate. So I see that tree up there. Those are so pretty how they just branch off. I think you notice the trees, how they're shaped more in the dead of winter than you do in the spring. Look at that one up ahead. Beautiful. I'm seeing some rocks in the cliffs like you kind of have over in Filing Canyon and all those. Now, I will say this trail has not been it's hiking. It's not just walking. So just keep that in mind if you decide to come out here and do it. It is up and not the smoothest to just walk. And then you can kind of see over here. That's that tree I was saying was so beautiful. The shape of it. I like seeing the fog. Although I did have to decide, am I wearing my regular glasses or my sunglasses? So I went with sunglasses because I think it's going to get sunny. All right, so as we get up here, let's see. It is very gorgeous up here. I love when we see things like that. All that complaining. This might be the hardest trail. It's always me. I'm tired. I'm complaining. We take turns every week or every 2 weeks, just depending on the weather and work and everything, whose turn it is to pick. So this one was Chad's. Here's another neat spot. It's just so amazing, these rocks. I know somebody's like, Never seen a 50-year-old woman. Okay, I'm lying. I'm a little bit older than 50. But in her 50s, be so enthusiastic about rocks. But I think sometimes just seeing them out in the middle of nowhere just gives you a new appreciation for them. And listen, I need somebody that really knows about trees to tell me why randomly, let me get up here closer, randomly, these trees have so many knots on them. I know Chad said it was because of, is that the waterfall? Is that what you said? So if I have any tree experts, let me know. Is that the waterfall?
Yeah, that's it. You turn around?
No, keep going. I can't see it yet. He's trying to make me say that's the waterfall right there. It sounds good. They're also kind of slick. I made it. In case you were worried. I made it. Alright, so we hiked 3/4 of a mile to get here. It's very pretty. You can hear it for a long way, but that trail was very steep, and we got to keep going. I don't know what we're going to see next, but we'll show you. There's a possibility that the waterfalls that we showed you were not the actual waterfalls everybody's excited about. Because these waterfalls look a little bigger, and maybe this was the waterfall. Now, if you're like, well, how far away are you now? Well, we're 1 mile in from where we started. And I will say, like, if you could come in the spring, you will see lots of waterfalls, little bitty waterfalls. Oh, man. We decided these rocks kind of look like Tetris. How they're kind of, they go up. It's just something to see. I gotta watch where I'm putting my feet. Oh, I don't fall. Alright, so you can just see all these rocks and hear that water. So yeah, this is the real waterfall. Although I have to say the other one was gorgeous too. I'm trying to decide the best way down. There we go, there we go. So you can kind of see, it feels so good too. Like I want to stick my hand in it. Let's see what if it's super cold. Yes, it is. Very beautiful. All right, so we are going up, but I see the very top. So let's see, this surely is the last set of stairs. So now we're like 1 mile in, and this portion is straight up and down. We started at 10 a.m. I'm not for sure how long this is going to take us. I feel like, you know, like we're training for that hike up in the Smokies. I feel like we're ready. Well, we're at the top, 1 mile, 0.10 in. It's supposed to be a little over 4 miles. So we'll see exactly how it goes. And it's very flat up here, and they've been burning, but it's still very much brown, brown, and brown. Woo, they have so much water up here. Anyway, what does 900 and some odd feet elevation, you know, actually feel like walking? It sucks. I do have to say, Chad's not big to use curse words, and I've heard a few. Thankfully, the camera wasn't on, but I mean, it's a loop, so at some point it can't just keep going straight up. But I'm sure hoping it's not straight down, because that is tough on a different part of my body. One hurts my, what muscles does it hurt? My glutes. And going down, it hurts my knees. So it's kind of crazy. What we're about to start doing is going back to the trails that we started. So like, I think the very first one we filmed was over at Cloudland Canyon. Is that right, Chad?
Yep.
And that one, I mean, if you remember that video, at some point I said my legs were shaking. My legs don't shake so much anymore. But I'm curious when I go back and do it, can I feel a difference? Or do my legs still shake? But, and I'm really excited to see, like, we're going to go back through all the trails. Chad's so happy about this part. We're going to go back through all the trails we've hiked in the fall and winter and do them this spring, because I am just dying to see them green and not brown. Now, in the fall, they were beautiful, but I think they'll be more beautiful this spring. And yes, we're still going up and up. We made it up here to the top, and there's this lookout. So let me walk out here and I will show you what I'm seeing. And let's see, we are 2.110, 2 1/10 miles in almost 3 hours. We have taken our time. That's what I'm gonna say. We've taken our time. There is the view. So beautiful. Well, we are at the top. So it is flatter, thank goodness. But so many rocks, it's very uneven. But there's some buzzards that are flying over, and they get so low you can really see them. And Chad says they're extremely ugly up close. But from a distance in the sky, they're very pretty. That's all I'm gonna say. But the rocks up here, so many rocks. So we are about 2.7 miles in. We stopped and had a little lunch over there where I showed you that view. And now we're just not halfway. According to the map they had up there, we are not halfway. So this definitely is one of our longer hikes. But it's beautiful. Also, I know I told you that there was what looked to be a restroom at the top. There's not. So just know, I was wrong. It's just like a radio station thing. It's pretty up here. Well, we have walked across the top and around the top, and we are headed down. So we're at 3.9 miles in. So we still have probably a mile to go. And if I read the map halfway correctly, we'll go back by the falls from the opposite side. So I'll be curious what it looks like when we get down there. So roughly 4 hours ago, we were on this side of the sign.
Nope, other side.
Other side, we were on this side of the sign. Now we've done the loop, but you have to understand, we have another mile to go that was rough coming in. We are 5 miles up. Did you get tater tots? Yes. We are 5 hours and 8 minutes in to a 4.6 mile hike with about another mile to go. I'm tired. I gotta get out of here though. So steep right here. I'm not gonna try to walk and film, but look at that view. Now we're past the waterfall, so we're getting close to the car, I hope. All right, so we're tired at this point, but the views are something. You know what's most aggravating is the young people. They just up and down this thing. Me and Chad are huffing and puffing, going so slow. People just run by us like it's nothing. But the good news is, look at that. Is it gorgeous, babe? All right, peeps. We are 5 point what, Chad? 6. I can see the car. Thank goodness.